Yo. What's good, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be going over today's trading session. So let's get right to it. Today, let's go to the daily. Let's first look up the higher time frame, go to lower. As you can see today, or at least right now, currently, it's a humongous bearish candle. But in the 4-hour time frame, when I was currently watching it, I was seeing that that we were retracing here. Okay, and let's drop down to the 1 hour. Okay, so 1 hour was looking like this. All right, overnight, price went up, created another high, retraced down, took liquidity out, and then failed to create a higher high. And so that showed me that we were bearish. Okay, at least on the ES. This is the ES we're talking about. Okay, usually I go with the Nasdaq, but I was on the Nasdaq. I'll explain to you later on in the session like why I decided today go with the ES instead of my good old Nasdaq that I always go to. So let's go back to the ES, okay? So to me personally, I was thinking that, okay, today is bearish, but I wanted to wait until the 9:30 because, the 9:30, it shows all kinds of things, it shows everything. So in the hourly, there is this fair value gap right here, okay? But I wanted to refine it down to the 15-minute. So this is the 15-minute fair value gap. This is the new day opening gap. This is the old week opening gap. So there's a lot of resistance here, okay? A lot of support, actually, okay? So that's why I was kind of curious, like, hey, what is the 9:30 a.m. gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Is it gonna go back and forth? Is it gonna maybe take some sell side, then go actually create a higher high now? I don't really know. But higher time frame is looking bearish. And so there's these lows down here, okay? This is low right here. And so let's drop down to the 1 minute. And so at the 1 minute, as you can see, price actually went up to fill back in whatever is in here, okay? Went up and it went back down, created a lower low. So it took liquidity and then it created a lower low. But at this point, though, I'm still not kind of confident about what price is going to do because price could be just doing total sweeps, taking buy side, then sell side, and then creating another higher high or whatever, So I wasn't really that confident when I was watching this zigzag, this zigzag like pattern form right here, okay? So I wanted to wait a little bit more. And then I saw it create a lower low again. And when I saw that, this is what the 5-minute candle was looking like. 5-minute candle was looking like this, bearish candles, right? And so I was like, okay. You know what? Oh, damn. Okay, there's finally logging in. My computer's lagging a little bit right now, my bad. So now I was like, all right, we are bearish. And the reason why, okay, this is why I'm explaining. The reason why I was today on the ES instead of the Nasdaq is because if we look at the Nasdaq, its market structure on the higher time frame was more bearish point, you could say. It was very like easy to see that this was bearish, and if it was going to be bearish, it would just collapse because there's no really resistance here or here, just lows and lows and just a big fair value gap. So I knew that the Nasdaq was bearish and the ES was bearish, okay, but the Nasdaq was more prone of like a super big like fast collapse, which is what happened. Nasdaq, while the ES was chopping like up and down like this, like while the ES was doing its buy side and then its sell side and then going up, Nasdaq though was just going down. It just ripped it down like this, and it was just ripping it. And I could have for surely gone in here for a trade, but I was like, you know what? It looked like to me the big move already happened here, and I wanted to get the big chunk of the movement. So that's why I stayed on today the ES, because the ES still had the potential to drop down because it hadn't done that, but the Nasdaq was. So I entered on this fair value gap right here. I put my stop loss at the top of this order block, not the wick, but at the top of the body of the order block, and I unfortunately got wicked out. And as you can see, price would have continued on to my first take profit and then to my ultimate take profit, which was this old new day opening gap. But I didn't give up though. I was like, okay, you know what, let's look for another trade, because my risk management allows me to have multiple trades even if they go negative back to back. So I entered in on the new day opening gap, and I again put my stop loss at the top of the body of the order block right here. And again, unfortunately, I got wicked out, and price after that Hadouken down. And from there, I was just trying to watch price, and I knew that when price was gonna reach the new week opening gap, then likely we're gonna have like a higher time frame retracement, or we're gonna have some kind of consolidation. So by the time the session ended around 11 right here, it was just a bunch of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I didn't really want to get into that. Maybe the only place that I would have thought I would have entered again would have been here at this order block right here. I mean, fair value gap right here. But again, like I said, I don't really like to take trades where there's no order blocks nearby. And if it's just all these bearish candles, then that's something that's not my cup of tea, to be honest. So today, yeah, really unfortunate that I got wicked out twice before, you know, the main play, the main movement and the chunk of the ES was going to play out. It is what it is, you know. This is the game we live in. Maybe next time, just to be extra sure, next time I do a trade, maybe I won't put my stop loss at the top of the body of the order block, but at the top of the wick of the order block. But yeah, today overall though, humongous bearish day. As you can see, wow, price just ripped it through the old new week open gap. I mean, the new week opening gap and the old new week opening gap, and just kept on going lower, almost around 500 ticks in the ES, which I don't know really what that amounts to in the Nasdaq, but I know it's for surely more than 1,000 ticks. Pretty big movement day to day. Unfortunate that, yeah, your boy got wicked out twice, but that is what it is. But yeah, that's today's overview. Hopefully you guys could maybe take some insights or whatever it is from my review of my trading today. I felt very confident. I felt very emotionally controlled, and I felt really stable and actually, you know, like I knew what I was doing. So that was something I really appreciate about today. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, if this is your first time with us, please join, please subscribe. It always helps me out, and it gives me more encouragement to keep on posting this. My losses, my wins, realizations, whatever it may be. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.